All right, recorded is rolling at Friday, March 3rd. So I have an activity for you guys today. It's going to involve your spatial skills to get to develop. And then next week for a few days, I'll give you guys some toothpicks and glue, and you can make some toothpick bridges. So you guys see some pages of half paper, some half pages. I see those. Okay. So pick up one of these, put the other to the side. All right. Right, so with this half page, first thing we're going to do is we're going to square this off. You guys know how to make a square? You make the diagonal fold. Okay, make the diagonal fold. Right, like that. Okay. Now, tell you what, for the rest of this, I'm actually going to use a larger piece of paper just so it shows up better on the camera. Right, but otherwise, it's going to be the same steps. Okay, so my paper is bigger than your paper, but otherwise, it's going to be the same. Especially after we get the square of the exactly the same proportions. Okay, so you guys make a diagonal fold. Okay. Then this extra rectangle margin, I'm going to fold that over and tear it off. Yours might look proportionally a little bit bigger because it's a little bit different shape, but then after this, we're all going to have a square. Okay. So fold this over. There are some scissors going around. If you want to use scissors, you can, but you fold back and forth a couple times. Be able to tear that off pretty good. Okay. So everybody's got a square. Everybody's got a square. See some of you guys picking up, so show what it looks like on your paper too. So you got a square. Everybody got the square? All right. Now, what I'm looking for this bowl to be, see how it looks like it's the bottom of a valley versus the top of a mountain. You guys see that? Right. So I'm going to call this a valley fold, but if I flip it upside down, I'll call that a mountain fold. You guys see that? Like valley versus mountain. Okay. So I'm going to orient it so it's like a valley. Okay. So it's like a valley there. You guys see that? Like a valley. Okay. Turn this 90 degrees and make another diagonal fold. That's also going to be a valley fold. Okay. Unfold that. So now there's a giant X going across your square. I say big old X, which is really just a couple of valley folds. Okay. So you could spin this like a bowl. Okay. Is that? Okay. Now I'll flip this whole thing over so you can pitch it like a tent. Pitch like a tent. So now we're looking at mountain folds. Okay. Pitch like a tent. Do hamburger fold. Unfold that, turn it 90 degrees, and make another hamburger fold. Then unfold that. Now you have 4 creases. So there are these 2 diagonal mountain folds, and there are these 2 hamburger valley folds. Let's get that. Right, so you got 4 creases, 1, 2, 3, 4, and X and a cross you have, right? Okay. Okay. Now what I do, I'm gonna trim this a little bit, grab 2 opposite corners. Grab 2 opposite corners and pinch those. Or those are mountain fold types, right? Okay, you guys got it oriented so it's like a mountain fold. Okay. No, am I grabbing the sides in the middle? No, I'm grabbing the corners. You guys see I'm grabbing the corners, right? The 2 corners. All right. And bring those corners together. Like this. Corner. Okay, so how it's oriented right now, I got a mountain fold right here and a mountain fold here. Those are the diagonals. In the valley here and the valley here, those are the hamburgers. So I'm pinching two opposite corners. We're going to bring those together in the middle. Nah. Okay. All right, so your diagonals are your mountains. Your hamburgers are your valleys. Pinch two opposite corners of the diagonal. Bring those together. Okay. Then take this space and press it down like this. Okay. So it looks like that. All right, got it.
No, well, you know, this is gonna be like, no. Yeah, I think it's that, yeah. You. Thank you. Yeah. Got it. All right. I think everybody's got that. We've got that.
All right, so make sure the pocket is facing you. Is the pocket facing you?
Yeah.
So the pocket is facing you. Now let's take the bottom left side and fold it to the center vertical crease. And do the same thing on the bottom right side. Remember, the pocket has to be facing you for this to work. Well, for later parts. Okay, so we go back a step. So it look like this. The pocket opens towards me.
Okay.
Okay, take the bottom left edge and fold it to the center crease. And take the bottom right edge, do the same thing, so it matches like that.
I know. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I don't recognize the start.
I was feeling them.
Yeah.
Hidden a few patterns. Alright, so you guys got that? Okay, so you guys see a line right here? You guys see it? You guys see this line right here? Okay, just take the top corner and fold it down across that line. Boom, like that. Finally got it. All right, so that last fold you made, make sure it's a really good crease. We really just need the crease that you just made. All right, so you guys have a really good crease right there. A good crease. All right, so you guys ready for the tricky step in this whole process? All right, here we go. Here's the tricky step. All right, so I'm gonna unfold that last fold you just made, just so there's a nice crease right there. All right, I'm gonna open this up a little bit. Can you guys open these panels? All right, there's a couple of panels here, right? There's these panels. All right, I'm gonna reach inside. I'm gonna pull this out. I'm gonna back fold along that last crease you just made all the way to the top.
What?
So let me rewind. So at one point you had this, you folded these sides like this, you fold this top corner down, make sure that it's a really good crease. Then you open these handles up, reach inside, pull this out, back fold along that last crease, all the way to the top.
Oh, wait. You said that again?
Yeah, so at one point you had this, the pocket faces you, fold the bottom left, bottom right, so they match in the middle. Fold the top corner down, make sure it's a good crease. Unfold that, reach inside, pull this out, back fold along that last crease that you just made, all the way to the top. Come see. Oh yeah, that looks good. All right.
Wait. All right. Yeah, that's one.
All right.
I just started it.
Okay, so I think everybody took that. All right, so next step, we're gonna make one pair, which you normally don't do in origami, but we're gonna do one. Now you guys do have some scissors. If you want some scissors. All right, we go from this top corner. You guys see this top corner, all the way down to the middle of this diamond. That's what I'm gonna do. Right. So from this top corner all the way down to the middle of the diamond. So I'm just gonna tear it. You can either tear it or use the scissors on your desk.
Oh, so it's the middle.
Right there.
Yeah.
Well, here, let's do it.
When I don't
Yeah, it's that part.
You don't put the back in black, so then you get the back out of it. That's a quick. Yeah, just you know. No, Oregon Dolly is not.
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
I don't want to cut. So next step. You guys know what we're making? We're making a sea turtle. We're making a sea turtle. Alright, so these are gonna be his front flippers. Front flippers right here. Okay, so pull this over this way. Just approximately like that. Pull this over this way, approximately like this. Now, just trying to do some back flippers. So gonna be one of his back flippers, the other back flipper.
Only a super play without the two small ones. They're using these.
And it's got front flippers, back flippers. All right. Oh, let's round out his front flippers. Well, here's how we're gonna do that. So make a crease right here. Guys made that crease right there, just like that. All right, guys that. All right. Then you can actually open up this flipper and tuck this into a pocket, just like that. We do the same thing with this other flipper. Okay, so make a crease right there, point. Then open up his flipper, backfold along that crease and tuck it in. Just like that. Guys got rounded out flippers.
How do you learn how to do this?
I'll put you. I do have a couple origami books back there on the shelves. Let's also round out his shell. So we're gonna do the same thing we just did with the flippers. So I'll fold in the sides just to get a crease going, like to round them out. You guys see, fold in the corners.
Then you open it. No.
Exactly. Open up a shell and tuck those in. Open this up right here, tuck that in. Open this up right here, tuck this in. So go back a step here. So just do the same thing I did with the flippers, which is I made a couple of creases right there. Then open up your shell and tuck those corners into a shell. Push that back down. It's got a rounded out shell. Matches rounded out front flippers. All right. So we're getting real close. Now all it needs is a head and a tail. Head and a tail, and we'll be done. Right, so head and tail is going to be really the same type process. And so I'm going to start with this top corner, fold this down like this. Guys, fold that down. Then fold back along a slightly different line that's parallel to that first line. And the tail is the same thing. So down here is the tail. Fold this way. Then fold back along a slightly different line. Gotcha. Purple too. Yeah. All right, so it look like this. Fold this way, then fold back along a slightly different line. And then flip this guy over, and he's ready to swim. I'm trying to check on you guys. Oh yeah. What am I thinking? Good turtles. Yeah, I like these turtles. Yeah. All right, nice job, guys. All right, let's do one more design. So you guys got another page of paper?
Okay.
So the first few steps are gonna be the same. We need to square this off. You guys remember how to square this off? So make this diagonal fold. there's this extra rectangle margin. I'm gonna fold that over and tear it off. Boom, square. And so same thing as with the turtle. I'm going to use a full page just so it shows up better on the camera. Okay. So while you guys are squaring it off, I'm squaring off a larger page here. So diagonal fold, extra rectangle margin. Boom, square. Alright, so you guys got a square? Alright, so you guys getting there with that? Square. All right. Okay, so see how that diagonal is a valley fold? It's a valley fold. So turn 90 degrees. Let's take another diagonal valley. Okay, unfold that. Okay. Okay. So now it looks like a bowl. Or back to that bowl that you can spin. So we got a bowl. Now flip this over to pitch it like a tent. So now everybody's got a tent. So everybody's got a tent. Let's do a hamburger fold. Unfold that, turn it 90 degrees, and do another hamburger fold. And unfold that. Okay. Now, so far, the steps have been identical to the turtle, but here's where things are going to get different. So let everybody catch to that point. So just like with the turtle, we have an S and a cross. Right now, I've got it so that the diagonals are mountain folds and the hamburger folds are valley folds. Okay, so your diagonals are mountains and your hamburgers are valleys. We got that. All right, so I think everybody's up to there. All right, everybody got this? All right, now I'm gonna flip this whole thing upside down. You guys ready to flip this whole thing upside down? And all that did was now the hamburgers are your mountains and your diagonals are your valleys. You guys see that? Right, you guys see that? Right. Push in the top corner, point, so now it's like a bowl. Okay, see it's like a bowl you can spin. So everybody can spin their bowl if you need to. Right? So remember, my hamburger folds are now mountains and my diagonals are now valleys. Okay, you guys got that too? And it's like a bowl that you can spin. It's like a bowl. Right? All right. Now I'm grabbing two opposite sides. Notice I'm not grabbing the corners. I'm not touching the diagonal corners. I'm grabbing two opposite sides in the middle of the paper. You see that? Okay. And bring those together. And press that down. Yeah. Walk around there, make sure you guys are getting that.
I'm gonna raise my board. Someone said he was gonna raise. I think this is so cool. You ate, but Jeffrey and mine.
I'll be surprised. All right, second you guys? Yeah. I don't, got a book back there. Yeah, all right, that looks good, looks good. Got it, got it, got it. Okay, I think everybody's got it. Everybody's got it? All right, next step. All right, so we're gonna take the top side, well, one at a time, so maybe this top left side, I'm gonna fold it down so that it matches the center vertical crease. It's going like that, matches the center vertical crease. See that? And do the same thing to the right side to keep it symmetrical. So this top right edge is also gonna match that center vertical line.
Do the same with the Mario. First time live action.
It's like that.
You have to chew through like a mushroom.
All right, so now the next couple of folds you have to do in an exact way. Okay, so you guys see these two bottom corners right here, these two bottom corners? Okay, so I'm gonna fold these up, but again, in a particular way. So let me go ahead and make these next folds, and then I'm gonna point out some details about what you're looking for exactly. Okay, so pull these up like this. Okay, and see that there's a couple of small triangles that I just made, a couple of small triangles. Okay. Do you guys see how the bottom corner of each one of these triangles is flush with the bottom of the large triangle? You see that? But like I didn't do this. I didn't go like that where it's like protruding out. So fold it all the way up. Bing, where it's like flush with the bottom. Yeah. And the other thing that you're looking for is for the top edges of these two small triangles to be parallel with each other and parallel with the bottom. You guys see how this line is like this? It's parallel with this down here. Okay. Notice I did not fold it like this, where it's all like crooked. I fold it so it's parallel with the bottom. Bing! Just like that. You guys can do that right there. All right. Yes. Who needs help? Who needs help? Here, so everybody's okay? Okay, everyone's got that? Okay. Now, you guys see a small edge right here, and then same thing on the right side. So circle this side. Okay. I'm gonna pull this up so that it matches the center vertical crease. So this left edge is gonna match the center vertical crease. Same thing on the right side, keep it symmetrical. So this bottom right edge, I'm gonna fold up so it matches that center vertical crease. Like that.
What did you do? What did you, what is this called? What?
All right, all good.
Oh.
Right, now, these two corners, we're gonna pull these down so they meet at the bottom like that. And they'll protrude a little bit out the bottom, but that's okay. That's all right.
Oh.
So just pull these two down like this.
Basically copy the first like two steps of the oh wait no
Okay. All right, everybody good? All right, now pick the whole thing up. The whole thing up. Flip it upside down this way, and put it back down. So now this looks like isosceles right triangle, and there's a couple of points protruding at the bottom. So that's what it should look like. Looks like that. Okay. Now I'm going to take each of these bottom corners, well, one at a time, and fold it so it matches the top corner. So this one's coming up this way. And this one's coming up this way. So Just like that. All right, you guys got that? Okay. All right, ready for next step? All right, so let's take these two outside corners, the left and the right. I'm gonna fold them into the meet in the middle. Yeah, see they meet in the middle?
I am very small.
Look at that.
I think you threw the map.
Now, there's a couple of corners at the top. You guys see these top two corners right here? Right? So I'm gonna fold this straight down so that matches like flush like that. Okay. Same thing with this guy right here. They're both just straight down. Okay. So the top left and the top right edges now match well with these right here. Okay. Right down there. It's just like that. Point. Is that? Now there's a small triangle on the left. I'm gonna fold that down to the left. And there's a small triangle on the right. Here, but I'm gonna fold this one down to the right. Let me reverse a few steps just to get you guys with that. Right. So you used to have something like this. I push each of these down, then fold the left guy down to the left and the right guy down to the right. Like that. Okay. Guys got that? Okay. Now those last bolts that you guys just made will create panels that here. If you look this up, there's actually a pocket you can tuck this into. You guys see pocket right there? Push this panel into that pocket. Same thing on the right side. There's a pocket I can open up right here, pocket. Push this corner to this pocket. Locked in. It's locked into that pocket. Yeah. So, go back. Alright, so it looks like this. Push this down this way. Open up this pocket and tuck this into this pocket. Just like that. It's in the pocket.
Oh, you folded it up together.
Thank you.
No, you just take it over.
Alright, guys good? Okay, guys good?
I think it's. Hold these two flaps.
Alright, now, you guys, here, pick this whole thing up. Do you guys see a small hole right here? You guys see a small hole right here? Right. So we're gonna breathe some life into the sky.
Oh, wait, what did I? Oh my God.
How'd you do that?
I did it on. I did it I don't know.
So that is the tortoise and the hare. You guys have he's a whole rabbit. It's a whole rabbit.